Let's do an overview of the 6 types of working genius, but before we do that, let's remember that this is certainly a tool for individuals to apply where they get their joy and their energy in work. We like to say this is 20% of an individual personality-like assessment, if you will. But it's also the 6 steps, the 6 activities involved in doing any kind of work. So it's actually 80% productivity tool. So let's go through the 6 types now. The first working genius is the genius of wonder. This is a person who gets energy from pondering things, asking questions, contemplating. They're always wondering, why are things the way they are? Is there a better way? Is this the most potential we could achieve? People with the genius of wonder often don't think of it as a genius at all. They just do it naturally, but in fact, it's the first step in any kind of work. Somebody has to say, why is it this way? And should we be doing it differently? The genius of wonder. That provokes the second genius, the genius of invention. The person with the genius of invention loves to come up with new ideas out of nothing. They like to invent, of course, and they really like to come up with novel, new ways of solving problems. So they take whatever somebody is wondering about and they say, that's a good question. Let me try to solve it. Let me come up with something novel and new that can solve that problem. This is the second stage of work. The third stage, the third genius, is the genius of discernment. This is really important. The person with this genius takes that idea that the inventor came up with and says, let me evaluate it. These people have great instincts, gut feel, intuition. They think in patterns and integrative ways. It's not linear and it's not based on expertise. They're those people that just know how to look at something and have a really good and accurate sense of whether it's going to work or not. And they work very closely with the inventor. They go back and forth, inventing an idea, assessing it, and discerning it. Go back and forth until the discerner says, yes, this is ready to go. Then comes the fourth genius and the fourth step, which is galvanizing. There are people in life that get their energy and their joy out of rallying people, inspiring them, getting people in a room and saying, this is a great idea and we need everybody's help. Let's do it. So they're the people who actually love to inspire and organize and get people moving. The fifth type of working genius is enablement. Now, this is a critical one that people often don't think of as a genius, but they're the ones that respond to the galvanizer and say, if you think this is a great idea and I know you need help, I will provide that help. In fact, I'll probably be able to anticipate what people need, and I'll provide that help in the way they need it, on their terms. This is absolutely a genius. Sometimes people that have this think they're just nice or they conform well, but it's such a critical genius on any team, the genius of enablement. And the final genius, the final step in any piece of work, is the genius of tenacity. And this is people who get joy and energy out of finishing things, crossing them off the list, making sure they've hit the standards, and that it's going to accomplish exactly what they want it to accomplish. This is critical because this is how we ensure that things are actually going to get done. So there's 6 working geniuses and 6 steps in any kind of work. It begins with wonder, and then invention, and then discernment, galvanizing, enablement, and tenacity.